session and I'm recording it. Thank you so much. So let's start. So this is the third session, and as I've given my GitHub link, and there's a meetup group, and this is my YouTube channel, and these sessions are being conducted by Learn community from Microsoft. So this is the Learn community. I just want to show this just for a minute, and then we will go back to our session. So this is the Learn community. Swami, the learner. That's my uh, uh, team group. So I have microservice series and certification series, which I'll be speaking and doing events on this one. Okay, so that's it. So let's see what is that we are going to do today. So I am still a learner, so apologize if I do any mistake. And there's a lot of things we'll be doing. So we'll be speaking about what prompt engineering is, and some of the best practices for prompt engineering, and understanding what is prompt and how it is made up of. So instructions, inputs, outputs, and parameters. We'll spend a decent 2 minutes or max of 10 minutes with all those things. And now then we'll start with instructions and inputs. So how can we start? We will start simple and then understand what is that AI model understands and gives our answer. Okay, so sometimes if you see this answer here, what is pancake? So it's similar to dosha for Indians. Okay, so the pancake is, sometimes it said that it's a project management company. Sometimes it says that pancake is a programming language. So it's not that this AI model is wrong, because we have given only that much context. So based on its best knowledge, it is giving the answer. So we should not assume that AI knows everything. So AI is faster. AI has got a lot of information behind the scene. So it will pick you up and it will give you. Now we need to be very specific, like what is that we want? Imagine a scenario, there is a book rack and I'm asking you, hey, can you give me a book from the third rack? So you'll give me a book. I wanted a C# book and you've given me a Ruby book. I was not specific. I was generic. I said that, can you give me a book from the third rack? So there are a bunch of books and you picked up the Ruby book. It's not, you're wrong. I didn't give a clear instruction. If I ask you, can you give me C# book from the book rack? And assuming that there's only one C# book. If there are two C# books, I can say that, hey, can you give me a book C# in depth, which is of brown color? Then you will definitely pick up the exact book and you will give me. So similarly, we have to do a little bit of customization and understand and give it more information to that. So as and when I'm giving more information, it is also giving me good output. So how we will start with the iterative process. So actually I should have taken this above, but let's see that while doing the hands-on, we will see it. Then we will see the prompt parameterization customization. So some of the things we can do it by adjusting the parameters or by changing the prompt. Okay, and how randomness or how dynamic output you want it. Do you want always to be static or do you want to change? Suppose if I give it a query, I'm asking, tell me a joke on software engineers. And every time I click, it gives me a different joke or different answer. And if I make the temperature to 0, that means the randomness. I'm saying that stick to the game plan. Don't go for too much of randomness. So it gives the same job all the time. So multiple ways to do it. We will see that. And also, how do we control the output? So a couple of samples we will be doing today, one in Python and one in C#.NET 7. And the first thing is uh, people are scared, saying that hey, AI/ML is rising. Yes, it is rising, but humans created AI/ML. Now we need to know how to use it. Okay, that's the goal of this entire AI/ML. It makes our life easier and faster. Just all we need to do is learn this technology, try to use it in our day-to-day life. Okay, so humans created this AI/ML. Now we need to use it. It's as simple as that. See this here, one simple example. I just sent it a prompt saying that give me top 10 countries with its population count and the capital city. It gave it in this manner. So what will I do with this? And what is the use of we learning prompt engineering or anything to create the projects? So that's what we will start in the next session. Next session, we'll start with a mini project, start using AI/ML behind the scenes, and we will start creating. I have a couple of ideas, but definitely I will get at least a simple mini project by next episode. Okay. See this, the same output I was able to request AI saying that, hey, what will I do with this? Can you give me in JSON so I can traverse it? Imagine a scenario, there's a web API. You're saying that give me the top 10 countries with biggest population, its country and its national bird and its current prime minister. So you got this way. You want it like this, or you want it like JSON, or you want it in XML, what format, or CSV, or the old mainframe people, they will use the fixed length string. We can say that the country names can be maximum 100, and then next 20 characters for the population count, and next 50 characters for the capital city, next 100 characters for the current prime minister, something like that. So we have to specify it, what is that we need it. So based on that, it gives it. And I've piled up few other prompts which we can play. And this is from the previous episode. Okay, so without any further delay, that's like a plan. What is that we're going to do in the next 1 hour? Okay, so let us start. Let me open the studio. This is the AI studio. I'm opening the AI studio. And there are tons and tons of information on this prompt design or the entire OpenAI and Azure OpenAI. So OpenAI is this company. They have created this OpenAI generative pre-trained transformer models. Okay, so suppose if you come and see this, this is what OpenAI documentation. I'll park this aside and come back to a couple of documentations which I have given it here. So I'll open this and see this prompt engineering. It's like a process of carefully asking what do we need it. Okay, it's a careful process asking this generative models, like what is that we need it. Just give me a minute, I'll give you this also so that you can keep this handy. Okay, so carefully crafting or refining and asking it. Okay, it involves designing the process which we provide the clear instruction and specifying the desired format, or we need to give the context. Like sometimes it will be iterative process. We'll see that. So effective prompt engineering will help us to get a better output and do our job faster. So assuming that we want to know what is the uh, countries and its national bird. Okay, we'll come here. Just one small thing. Please list and its national bird. Okay, this is very vague and very generic question I'm giving. So it's creating. I didn't ask it to stop, where to stop or whatever it is. So see this, it stopped because the tokens, I restricted the tokens, the max tokens to use 100. Suppose if I make it to 200. And again, I'm asking the same questions. So now let's see, last time it generated 10. And is it generating the same? Okay, so could you please list 20 countries? So we did not run out of the tokens, but it is generating the top 10 and it is giving, because it is assuming mostly people will ask, give me the top 10 countries or top 10 best food of a state or something. Now I said that, hey, give me 20 countries. No, it gave 20. So when I excluded this 20, I'm saying that this is the input and generate the output here. Now, if we go, see this. Now it has given a different way of output. Suppose if I remove this input, or I can say that give a triple quotes and because it is assuming that I'm giving an input and I'm expecting an output after this. So it is giving me in this format. Now this time it gave only one. Oh God, please list at least 10 countries. And I'm saying output, and I'm saying dictionary. Okay. So I'm sending this query. So it's beautifully, it is doing its job. It's going in and it says it understood my query. And see this, it's dynamic. First time, at least a couple of times, we have seen that United India, the peacock. But now the randomness, because of the temperature is 1. So like this, we have to start very simple and we have to improvise on that. Be very focused and very specific and give as much as context to AI model. Now, let's come back to the previous example. In the previous example, when we gave this, see this again, it's bringing in this format. At once, when I didn't specify this, I assume. It gave only 2 countries or 1, I don't remember. It was just few minutes ago. Now it's giving this way. So, we need to understand it. So sometimes it split only 2 countries. It's not that the AI is wrong, the model is wrong. It's that we need to specify, we need to learn that what is that AI is understanding, what all the things which we need to give. That is what is very, very. So if you come back here, so see this. Uh, Here there are a lot of examples. Let's come back and revisit in the session 2 with the mini project and rest of the classification or rest of the textual uh, prompts which we will be dealing with. But today we'll specifically focus on prompt designing. So, so sometimes what we have to do is we have to tell what is that we need. Okay, and we need to give the output that we will see in the next episode. And the quality data as well as check our settings. Sorry. So it should be very clear instructions. Okay, so let's start. That was what is prompt engineering, and we'll be focusing on text-based prompt engineering today. And the OpenAI company, they have given one of the best documentation, which we can use it to understand like what is this, what are the best practices. So let's see this. Okay, how prompt engineering works. And here, use the latest models. So what happens is, as you know that, the models will be trained based on a lot of data. And if we take the same question, if you take the same query and give it to the previous version of the model, it might not give you the kind of output which the latest model is giving. Like if you, because I have hosted only one model here, I could have done more models. I will deploy next time. We will see that example. But if you see here itself, let's go to this deployments. And if I see the create the deployments here, we will have a lot of models. So you have Code DaVinci 2, the previous version of DaVinci 3, which we are using now. We got GPT Turbo, TextAda, Babbage, Curie, DaVinci, Text DaVinci 2. This is Code DaVinci. This is Text DaVinci. We are using Text DaVinci 3. This one, like this, there are different models are there. So each of those models will be trained, and based on that, it will be easy for us to get what it is designed. So use the latest version so that it will give you better output. So if you see that the Text DaVinci 2, that is, I think it's January 2022, and this is September. So it would have been trained on more data, and it would have learned from the previous mistakes or fine tuning on that one. So that's one thing we need to focus on. And instructions, we will try most of these things. Like we have to try, we have to come out of our comfort zone and try different options. So some people will specify either use this hash symbol or triple quotes to give what is that. And instead of asking to write a poem about OpenAI or something, very specifically ask what is that you needed. A poem on DALL-E or a poem on Whisper or poem on Code DaVinci. What is that exactly you want? And here, like we are saying that desired format, is it comma separated values you wanted, or fixed length string, JSON, XML, or free flow of text, or indexed? What is that you wanted? And zero shot and few shot, that I parked it for the next one. So where we give few of the samples. One of the best sample, what is that few shots is this one. If you see this here, we are analyzing the sentiment of the tweets, and it is saying positive or negative. Okay, so the instead of like this positive and negative neutral, we are giving the sentiment rating. So 1 means positive, 2 means negative, something like this. So based on whatever we have given, the sentiment rating it is giving as 1. So we are training it with different samples. So that's called one shot and few shot samples. We are giving some of the samples here. See this, the text, and we are saying that in this text, these are the keywords. And in this text, these are the keywords. Suppose we give a paragraph which has got different cities. What we are expecting is the AI model should pick up the cities like keywords. So here in these keywords, all the Stripe payment processing APIs, and in this OpenAI language models and these things. So if I give a paragraph of a city where a lot of tourists are coming, so there'll be a paragraph which will be having a lot of tourist places or food items. I expect that it has to extract. So we have to give it a similar sample, one shot or zero shot or few shot examples. We need to give that. Okay, I think that should be good enough for theory. Now let's come back and start playing in this one. So we can specify some of the instructions. So what is that instruction means? Let me come back here. So dosa is, I didn't give anything. So it's saying that dosa is a type of pancake. As I was mentioning, the pancake. Okay, and clearly says that South Indian and Sri Lankan Tamil diets popularly, and rest of the world also uses it. And let's give it this way, Azure OpenAI. And then, so it's a cloud platform from Microsoft that enables developers to build blah, 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 and all these things. It's giving a good information. So what we can specify is we can specify instructions. Something that, and I'm see this. Now it's giving different set of output, like sign up to this and do. Okay, and we can try another way where it's specified text. Now it's not doing that. Falling and give me detailed step by step. I'm saying that. Put the output here. Now let's see. No, it's giving detailed instruction. I said complete it because based on our special instructions. Last time it gave only 4 steps or something. Now this is going and doing a better job based on the instructions what we give. So the key thing here is instructions and inputs. Like what is this input, like query or information which you're asking or the data you're giving, the text, task, a problem, or question, sentence, paragraph to be processed. That we will see in the session 2. So let's focus on these two. Then we will come back on parameters. The parameters is, what is the parameter is, tell me a joke on innocent people. Okay, tell me a joke on innocent people. So I seriously liked it. I was just trying this joke, are innocent people and intelligent people. So I tried it. So innocent people, it said that when they see the board, the paint is wet, what do? So they will try to dry up the paint. Okay, then I tried it. Will it seriously work? So I said that, tell me a joke on intelligent people. So it said that when intelligent people see a board, paint is wet, they'll just read and walk away. But the innocent people, they try to dry. So seriously, it works. So here the parameters is very, very important. So if we go and regenerate the output to see this, now it is giving me a different joke because the temperature, we'll discuss about that. So see this, what is this temperature? So controls the randomness. Lowering the temperature means that the model will produce more repetitive or deterministic response. Increasing the temperature will result more unexpected or creative response. Here, in this case, we need creative. I don't want the same joke to be thrown on my face every time. So see this, if I make it 0 and ask it to regenerate, tell me a joke on innocent people. What did the innocent vegetable say when it was accused of crime? I'm innocent. Okay, so let me do a regenerate. See this, it's generating the same. But now when I make it to 1, I mean, we can switch in between 0 and 1. But this time we expect to see something new. See that. So every time we regenerate, it is generating a new one. Is it the only way to do this? No, there are other ways to do it that we will see in this session. So after trying few samples on instructions and inputs, we will try few of the parameters. What is max token? So let's assume totally it is spending this much. So if I lower the tokens, so it will stop. The stop reasons, we will see that in the Postman. Please give me a shout if I forget. Output. So output is a good example I've shown you where we are asking it to give it in a JSON format or in an XML format. So instructions and input for interacting with the AI module. So it's all, we can start simple and then we will go step by step. So as I was mentioning, we should have done this way. So let me show this 4.2 and 4.1. It was my mistake. See, if I just say this, dosa is, oh, dosa is my favorite dish. So it says that it's, again, it says the same thing, but here now it has removed Tamil. But in the previous sprint or in the previous query, when we asked it, it said the common in South Indian and Sri Lankan Tamil diet, but this time it didn't do that because the randomness, we made it to the 1 because everything will be creative. And again, it's based on this. Okay, now see this. Now it is giving a different answer because the randomness, we said that use your creativity and imagination and give me the best answer. So we need to know that where do we need to stop? So make it 0.5. So a little bit of randomness and little bit of more focused approach. Now here it specifically says that, hey, it's a South Indian dish. which goes with chutney and sambar. This time, dosa is. And guys, please watch the previous 2 episodes. Then you will know what is the tokens and few other things. So it's giving this answer. Okay. So see this. Last night it gave this, and here it started doing a little bit more. It is expecting that I might ask it to give it a detailed step-by-step instructions. So let me make this 2, and I'm saying output. I put this output over here. Let's see this. I mean, it's all experimentation. So it's not touching anything. So it's keeping that as a text. So let's make it more clearer there. So I'm saying, hey, this is your input or text. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. There's no space. We go and say that, what is the dosa? It's clearly saying that dosa is so and so, so and so, and it gives this answer. It took 72 tokens. So now let's come back and answer it gave it. Dosa is. That's it. Why did I paste it twice? Is it any different? This is the same. Oh, here I gave it as an answer. Okay, following and give me step by step. This. Let's go ahead and generate this. So now this time it might give the preparation details. So gather the ingredients, like it's specifically telling that rice and what kind of dal and the seed, fenugreek and salt and water, and it's giving all these things. So it's like an iterative process. We need to understand that how best we can use it. So we can start simple, like what is that we did it. We said that dosa is, then it started. Now similarly, I'm not telling anything. Like I'm saying dum biryani. Now it started giving specific instructions saying that all this information, like a kind of animal. Ah, yes, humans are type of animals. Humans are classified as mammals, a type of animals. Thank God it didn't say the most dangerous animal. So it gives us, but more we need to specify what is that we are looking at. Now we'll come and we'll see this. Now we will ask different questions. Let me bump it up. So I don't want to see this. It's stopping. So I'm saying that complete the below. I'm asking what is prompt engineering? What is Pancake? So see this, Pancake is a software development platform. And if I regenerate, and I told you that prompt engineering is a software development company, and similarly web-based Pancake web-based project management. Yesterday in one of my try, it said that it's a programming language. Could be, I don't know. So what did I do was then I said that I gave it a little bit more context. Here I said that please complete the below mentioned 2 questions. So that means it understands now, okay, these 2 are questions. And what is pancake? And I've given more context. I said that which humans will eat it. Now it doesn't go and look into those programming languages or the project management tools or whatever it is, wherever it was looking at previously. Now it will not go and look at, it goes into the food section and now it comes back saying that, hey, pancake is a flat round cake made up of batter. And similar to the humans typically eat pancake for breakfast or as a snack. Wow, good. So it's a bit improvement over the previous one. So also we can mention this way to get the better results. That's what we read it in the OpenAI documentation. So it's almost same, but it was little better than this one. And if I want to try the third sample, could you please provide step-by-step details? Now, the prompt engineering should give a similar line or 2. And for the pancake, it should give a paragraph or a 1 or 2 liner with a detailed instruction, or it gives the same one. To make pancakes, it gives this one, a detail, eggs, milk, and all these things. So the important thing what we understand is when we ask specifically in the sample itself, when we said that what is pancake, it was telling different things. Sometimes it said that it's a project management tool. Sometimes it told this one. So it's not that AI model is wrong. It is based on the context or based on the inputs, the prompt engineering we have given. It understands that you're asking about the pancake. Okay, what is pancake? It will have a lot of information, tons and tons of information. It finds it. I don't know what algorithm they're using, but it is bringing different outputs. That's based on the randomness also. Suppose if we give this what is pancake, and the first time it says that it is the snack or breakfast, the temperature is 0. That means anytime you click this button, regenerate, it always gives the same output. Okay, we need to understand. We have to give it more information. As I was mentioning in the previous example, when we were speaking about this, there is a rack filled with books. If I ask you to, hey, can you give me the book? Can you give me a book from that rack? You will give me a book, clean code, but I'm expecting C# in-depth book. So it's not that you're wrong. I asked you to give me a book. You gave me a book. I didn't specifically say that, hey, can you give me a book titled C# in-depth? Then you will definitely pick up. Suppose if there are 2 C# in-depth, edition 3 and edition 4, I should be very specific. Hey, can you give me the book C# in-depth, which is chocolate color? Then you will pick that up and give it to me. So that's what the instructions and input or text. I'm using the words interchangeably. It should be very focused, very specific, and give as much information as possible so that it gives the output correctly. Now let's come back to the prompt customization. Okay, so now let's see the prompt customization. Let me switch it back. Tell me a joke on intelligent people. Okay, what did the intelligent man do when he was cold? He stood in the corner because it was 90 degrees. God, I didn't understand the joke, but I'm laughing on it. So that's one thing. And another thing is, okay, I think this we have already seen. So suppose because the temperature is 1, that's the maximum of randomness. So you need some randomness, you can adjust the temperature over there. Okay. So if I want to stop on that, we will see that in a minute. Based on the randomness, every time it comes here. Now, adjusting the best of n parameters. Suppose if I want, tell me 10 jokes on intelligent people. So I don't want one, I want 10 jokes. So why did the intelligent person go to library? To get smarter? Wow. What did the smart person say when he was asked? Why didn't he answer the question? I didn't know it was a question. Who? Seriously, that was an intelligent guy. So it's generating this 10 of this. So some of the things we can do it based on the prompt which we are giving, or based on the parameters. So if I want the same to be done with the parameters, I can come here in any programming language or the Postman, wherever you want. So here I'm telling that, tell me 2 jokes on software engineers. Wow, it didn't generate. Oh, I'm sorry. This is a very good point. We hit this. Another thing is I said that the max token is 100. This is definitely a good one. We have to, let me show this one. So n, we have to use n parameter. So what is this n parameter? Some of the parameters is given here in the OpenAI documentation. So the n, how many completions to generate for each prompt. So that means I can say that, tell me 2 jokes on software engineers. I can do that way also. Here, we told that, tell me 10 jokes on intelligent people. Here I can say that, tell me a joke. And let's make it back to 100. And here I'm telling that, tell me 2 jokes. I'm not giving it as part of the prompt, but I'm customizing the parameters. So this might be needed. So if someone asks something and he wants like a product caption, which he wants to go to Twitter and post it. So he will say that he will give the context. Hey, I'm opening 100 varieties of dosa center. Can you give me a caption? I piled it up. It's there in our demo. So I would like to see 5 or 10 of those captions. I'll select one. So in that case, it is very important that every time I don't want to give it like, hey, give me 10 captions to post it in Twitter. I'll give the context. Hey, I'm opening a fresh chicken store and want a caption to be hosted in Twitter. Give me 10 samples. So it gives 10. So see this. Here you need to understand one important thing is the finish region is stop. That means it understood the prompt, it executed everything, and it stopped it. That means that's the completion. It has completed. So now what we need to understand is the prompt tokens is 10. So we will be charged for 10 prompts for this, and completion tokens. So the output, whatever it generated, that is 53 tokens. We will be charged for 63 tokens. We discussed in length on tokens. Now, if I'm saying that, tell me 10 jokes on software engineers. Oh, the best of also I need to change it. I mean, it's not needed. I can nuke the best of. Uh, Now we'll see that. See this, that means it was completion. It was completion. Is it 10 jokes? Oh, index started at that. So how many tokens it consumed? Oh, right. Max tokens, because here this 100 tokens is per joke. Max token is per joke. Suppose if I say that use 10 tokens. So it's saying that, hey, I stopped it because of the length reasons. So if I say that 20 tokens, still it is not enough. Okay, use 40 tokens per joke. Please understand. Now see this. The finish reason is stop. That means it executed. And here you need to understand that when we are using n, the max tokens is per joke or per output it generated. Now you see that the total tokens we are getting charged for 309 tokens. Okay, that's one important thing. Now you understood that. It's not needed that you need to give best of. Best of means it creates 10 output and it selects one if it is not this scenario. So if I'm saying that generate best of 20, give me 10 outputs. So it generates 20 jokes and it gives the 10 jokes. So index 1 all the way to index 9. See that it bumped up the total number of tokens because we asked do a best of. Now if I say that best of 10, see that you observe that it is consuming 284. Now I say that create a best of 40, create 40 jokes and give me best of 40 in the 10 jokes. And it created the 10 jokes. Now see this, the previous when we said 20, it was around 500 tokens. Now it charged us for 1000 tokens. And very important thing we need to understand is when we are using any of those models, there will be a restriction on the capacity, like what is the maximum number of tokens which is allowed. This one, 60K. No, it's not this. 1 second. We have the completion and here token. Oh, this is, we need to go to the models, not in this one, I'm sorry. We need to go to the models. We'll see here in OpenAI. We'll go to the models and we are using text DaVinci. Here, the max tokens. Yes, text DaVinci 3. So the maximum tokens is 4097. Okay, so some of the previous things we might take lesser or more, but we need to very much focus on this max tokens. That's very, very important. So some of the things which we can change it through the same thing as I was mentioning, tell me 2 jokes or tell me 10 jokes. Imagine a scenario where I want to create I told the same example. I want to create a caption or a social media post for my new computer center, which I'm opening it. So we have to do it. I want 5 or 10. So I can't write it, give me 5 or give me 10. I can adjust this. So this is all we are throwing dots on the board. We'll connect it once we do projects starting next session. We'll be doing a lot of projects on this one. Okay, so a smarter way to use AI and create the projects faster. And max token, we have seen that how to adjust, and always refer the documentation. I mean, I mistyped it. Oh, this is, and I tabbed it, GitHub Copilot gave it. I said that, okay, use it. Okay, so max tokens we have seen. Now this is controlling the desired output. Okay, instruction output array in JSON. So let's see this. I have to show 2 samples here. So I'll be showing those 2 samples. Let me come back here and pick this up. Very interesting. I love it. Now, the other sample is very nice. I have to show you one in C#. So instruction, please complete the below. And 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I didn't have time last night. Already 2 o'clock. So 3. What I'm telling is I'm asking it to what are the top 2 countries. It's just giving me this way. And I'll see that. If I come and remove this, it's doing the same. Now I say that desired format. So it's giving me the numbered list. Not JSON array. That's one more thing. You have to remove the existing output. If not, it throws error on our face, which we don't want. Now it intelligently decides the names also for these. The country is this, population is this, Beijing, capital city. Now we can easily parse this output, isn't it? We can easily parse this output and take it further. Like, what is the use of prompt engineering? Is that do our job faster, offload some of the tasks to AI, get the output, and run from there. If not, previously we used to go and do this. Now that's being given by AI. Now we need to put it in the database, expose an API, show it in Angular UI or plain JavaScript, CSS, HTML. We do it. So that's what is our next project. Now see this here. It's created sample C#. Here, one prompt is that I'm just saying that give me the population. And next time I'm saying that output is JSON array. And the next is output is XML. Now goes and executes it. Bunch of 3 prompts. It's executing 3 prompts. And the first one is numbered list. And the second one is JSON. And the third one is XML. Suppose you're having a legacy system which processes XML. It will be very easy for us if we ask, hey, give me XML format. You can take this one. We can put a debugger here to see here. Let me put a debugger here. Yeah. Now this is what is our project. I will extend this and create a small project. This is the use case, or if some other use case I'll get it, I'll try to do this one. The completions is this. Now let me open it in a quick watch. And let me go to the choices. And there are 3 choices. And the second choice, I think it's a JSON object. Can look into JSON visualizer. There you go. You got the JSON visualizer. And the third text is an XML. I do its visualization is XML. Now you understood that. So we only did the first piece. Now till now, we were doing a lot of prompts. We were getting a lot of data. Hey, what is that we need to do with this? That's the project. Now suppose, imagine we are creating a simple application which should know if you give a country, the country's population, its capital city, national bird, and favorite food. I don't have that in my database. I can use OpenAI. I'll expose a simple HTML, JavaScript, CSS type of project, or an Angular, Blazor, or anything. One front end. And it hits the API. An API calls the Angular, this OpenAI, and then that will show the content on the page. That's it, a simple project. So we need to know that how to use AI for these tasks and create projects. That's what we'll be starting it. I want to show one sample which I really liked it. Seriously, the intelligence of this one. See, one simple thing is we should know this latest technology, how to use it. It's very simple. Okay. See this. This is the one which I really liked it. I said that write a social media post about my dosa center. Guys, don't get angry on me. Dosa is my favorite dish. So, so see this, carving some delicious dosas. Stop by my dosa center. It gave this one. This is pretty good. Now this is the one. Seriously. This is the one. See this, I liked it very much. See this, I said that craft a playful, mouth-watering Twitter caption to promote our dosa center, which makes 100 types of dosas. So try something new, tantalizing. Our dosa center has 100 delicious dosa to choose from. Come and get your fill. Dosa center, 100 types of dosa. Hashtag yum. Seriously. And now see this. Homemade spices, butter. I'll say that homemade spices. Paneer. Oh, see this. This is the highlight. I really like this one. See, and also it does this hashtag, see, organic food. See the 100 types of doshas made up of homemade spices, organic paneer, butter, yum. Dosa delight, organic food, yummy. The tags and other things. Now, imagine a scenario which I am giving this as an input, and I say that here it is creating only one, and I want 10 of these things. I can put it back in this here. Why don't we try? Let me. Okay, let's put this as an input here. I don't want to be charged more. Just give me 5. Create 10. Give me 5. Wow. See the output. It gave this organic butter. At our dosha center, it's a different one. Carving something delicious. Come to our dosa center, try our 100+ types of dosas made with homemade spices, organic paneer, butter, dosa del, hashtag, wow, dosa delight. I think that's because I had the max token penalty. I think that's the reason it stopped it. See this, dosa, homemade desi spices or homemade spices, organic paneer, butter, taste buds, yum, taste the magic, dosa delight, organic paneer, like this. Now it makes sense. I have a query. I was talking about this, but suddenly the use case has come. Now I want to do something like this. What can I do? I use OpenAI. It gives me 5. Now if I want 10, generate 10 and give me the 10 as output. Charge me whatever you want. For the number of tokens is 570. Woo, large number of tokens. But it gave me 10 different ideas. So I will select one out of this and use it. Okay. So that, I need to speak about what is next for us. Now this itself will expanding. So we'll do a part 2 of prompt engineering. We'll not spend the entire 1 hour in next session. We'll spend at least a quick like role prompting, 0 shot, few shots, and we'll see summarization or sentiment analysis. We'll quickly go and complete it within 20 minutes, and next 40 minutes we'll keep it for the mini project. Definitely we'll be starting with the mini project. Next session onwards, it's all mini projects. We should start using AI to be more creative and create more better projects, not too scared with that. Okay. And this idea, I took it from one of the author whose videos I was watching. There are 2 authors. I was watching the video. I am not able to recollect their name, but I'll definitely tell their name in the next session. Seriously, I mean, when I was watching his video, I liked this idea, so I took it and customized to Indian environment. But very nice, knowledgeable authors. I really like their videos. So this is what we discussed today, and the floor is open for queries. Any suggestions? I'm open. So please tell me if you guys have any suggestion. I'll be more than happy to incorporate. So the next session will be, we will be